About iBooks Author, the basics. iBooks Author should be over here in your dock, and just go ahead and pick a template. Let's start with basic, since we're just learning the basics. Double click that and the basic template will come up. Now over here you'll see it has your chapter 1, section 1. Now, if you didn't want any of that, you could just delete it. If you want to add another chapter, you would go up to Add Pages. So let's say I am making a book on the rainforest. Maybe this is going to be the layers of the rainforest, and I'm going to want to add another chapter. Right here is your view button. You can change the way you're viewing your book. You can add some options. You can do horizontal or vertical. Text box is if you wanted to add a text box, so you're not limited to where they already have text. You can really add text wherever you want. Shapes. Sometimes shapes are really useful if you want to highlight certain things in your book. You can also use shapes to add color to your story. Let's make this pretty blue. I'm just going to put it on this side. Then I'm going to send to the back. And now I have added color to that page. It's a little bit bright. Let's go ahead and lighten that up a little. Shapes. Table is if you wanted to add a table. Charts is kind of cool because you can add different charts in. And then you can set your numbers and your columns and your colors for your chart. Widgets is a lot of fun stuff. You have your photo gallery, media, review is cool. You can make a little quiz, ask a question at the end of a page and see if they check reading comprehension. You can add a keynote presentation, an interactive image, which is basically a picture that you zoom in on and then you zoom out on, a 3D image, and then some other web stuff. Preview, you'd click at the end and plug it into your iPad, and then you can kind of preview it before you published it. Inspector is kind of like your control, I like to say it. You can add hyperlinks. We'll leave Inspector open so I can show you a little bit more about that. Media. So media is if you want to add audio or photos or movies. So to add audio, you would go to audio, and then all your songs pop up that are in your iTunes. And let's do this one. And then
watch this. Beep 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 my BFF, 'cause
my daughter's favorite song. And then media. Oh, and then if I wanted to change the layout of my audio, then I could click background, title. I could change the formatting of my audio box here. You can also input movies, and you can control the colors and the fonts. So those are pretty much your basic controls of iBooks Author. And so now why don't you take some time to play around and get a little bit more familiar with iBooks Author.